Religion is sometimes defined as the relationship between people and that which they regard as holy, often in supernatural terms. All faiths around the world share a common ethic based on harmony with nature. Although a wide gap is often perceived between the religious texts and the current practices of the adherents of those religions, there is still a close relationship between religion and environment. Religion has had major positive influences on the natural environment. For example, under animism, a view of the world found among many traditional peoples, a spiritual link is made between humans and nature. Many traditional approaches to conservation are based on various kinds of animism, and traditional beliefs have led to the founding of sacred sites. In an era marked by escalating environmental challenges, the intersection of religion and environmental ethics has garnered significant attention. Religious traditions, with their profound moral frameworks and teachings, offer unique perspectives on humanity's relationship with the natural world. These perspectives not only shape the beliefs and practices of billions but also influence global and environmental policies and initiatives. Exploring religious views on environmental ethics reveals a tapestry of insights that underscore the moral imperatives for ecological stewardship inherent in diverse faith traditions. Historically, many religions have articulated principles that promote harmony between humans and nature. For instance, the Baha'i faith emphasizes the unity of humanity and the natural world, viewing nature as a reflection of the divine. Similarly, Buddhism advocates for living in harmony with nature, emphasizing non harm and mindfulness. Christianity introduces the concept of stewardship, urging the followers to protect and care for God's creation. These teachings highlight a shared recognition of the sacredness of the environment and the moral duty to preserve it. In contemporary times, spiritual leaders and religious communities have become pivotal in promoting environmental sustainability. Initiatives such as the United Nations Environment Programme's Faith for Earth initiative underscore the critical role of faith based organizations in fostering an ethical and spiritual commitment to environmental protection. By mobilizing their moral authority and extensive networks, religious groups contribute significantly to global environmental movements, advocating for policies and practices that honor the sanctity of the natural world. This video delves into the diverse religious perspectives on environmental ethics and examining how various faith traditions interpret humanity's responsibilities towards the earth. By understanding these viewpoints, we can appreciate the profound moral imperatives that drive environmental stewardship across cultures and communities, fostering a collective commitment to safeguarding our planet for future generations. Starting off with Abrahamic religions, and the video will delve into the Eastern religions. Christianity teaches that all creation is a living act of God and that humanity may not destroy biological diversity or destroy God's creation without the risk of destroying itself. Approximately 100 verses in the Bible are given that talk about protection of the environment. Christians therefore have environmental responsibility and encourage behavioral change for the good of the future. Hundreds of Quran verses support the protection of the environment. Many Islamic organizations promote the relation between Islam and sustainability. Islam also approaches the environment from a stewardship perspective. The earth is God's creation, and as humans, we have been entrusted to preserve it as we found it. The responsibility of humanity is to protect and ensure the unity that is Tawheed of God's creation. Moreover, Islam prohibits the excessive consumption of resources the planet provides to humanity. In fact, the Quran mentioned wasteful consumption as the 32nd greatest sin. Judaism preaches that earth is a divine creation entrusted to humans for care and preservation. In tradition, the land and environment are properties of God, and it is the duty of humankind to take care of it. The book of Genesis, an example, proposes that the Garden in Eden was essentially the chosen territory chosen by God for humans to live. Hinduism is a religion deeply rooted in nature. The sacred texts such as the Vedas, the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and the epics has many references of divinity related to nature such as rivers, mountains, trees, animals, and the earth. To protect them, Hinduism encourages environmental protection, and there are organizations who promote sustainable development and support the protection of the environment through awareness campaigns and actions. The notion of karma alone being an important part of Buddha's lessons conveys the values of conservation and responsibility for the future. It is said that the morality of our actions in the present will shape our character in the future, an idea close of sustainable development. Sikhi, the journey of lifelong learning, evolved in the Punjab region from the 15th century onwards. This young world religion draws on timeless spiritual wisdom, known as Gurmat, revealed to over 30 enlightened ones, which has been preserved until today. Sikh views all sentient beings as part of one family. Its wisdom helps reflect childhood imprints, distinguish natural needs from desires, embrace a cyclical worldview, and transcend the diaspora of ephemerality while living a dignified, ethical, healthy, and spiritual as humble guest in harmony with nature and the divine. Originated from India, the main teaching from Jainism is ahimsa, the non-violence in all parts of life. Verbally, physically, and mentally, Jainism doctrines focus on a peaceful and disciplined life. Kindness to animals, vegetarianism, and self-restraints with the avoidance of waste are parts of Jain's life. The Baha writings are replete with statements on the importance of the harmony between human life and the natural world. Baha'u'llah writings are imbued with a deep respect for nature and the interconnectedness of all things, seeing especially in nature a reflection of the divine and an illustration of the oneness of humanity. For more than 2500 years, Confucianism influenced culture, society, economy, and politics of China, mainly but also Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Some sociologists call Confucianism as a civil religion or diffuse religion. Also, Confucianism was part of the Chinese social fabric and way of life. To Confucians, everyday life was the arena of religion. In the Analects of Confucius, there is a very little about relation of and nature. But some principles followed the Confucianism, humanism, are related in nature, protection, and ecology. Shinto is a religion based on kami, spirits corresponding to natural entities, wind, rocks, water, etc. It makes the faithful very close to nature to preserve the relation of each person with the spirits. These relations encourage preservation of the environment. Related to the kami, it is expected that Shinto followers are in harmonic existence and in peaceful coexistence with both nature and other human beings. In tradition, Shinto is already deeply committed with environment because forests are sacred. Taoism or Taoism is an old Chinese religion based on the divine harmony between nature and humanity. Briefly, the Tao principle consists in a path where you find the appropriate way to behave and to lead others. In conclusion, the convergence of religious teachings and environmental ethics underscores a profound shared commitment to the stewardship of our planet. Across diverse faith traditions, there exists a common recognition of the sacredness of nature and a moral imperative to protect it. This collective ethos not only guides individual behavior but also has the potential to influence broader societal attitudes towards environmental conservation.